Today we will see the white blood cells, WBCs, the blood corpuscles. So the white blood cells are the colorless, nucleated and polymorphism in nucleus. That is the different nucleus, different types of the nucleus are present. The granulocytes means the granules are present, and that's granulocytes. There are the three types: neutrophils. The nucleus is 2 to 7 lobed and it stains by the neutral stains. The phagocytosis, and the function is the phagocytosis. The pus cells are produced. The methano, then the basophil, second one is the basophil, twisted. The nucleus is the twisted, and generally 1% of the WBCs are present. Here the methylene blue, they stains methylene blue, infected, and here the for the infected and in allergic conditions they found the heparin and the histamine secretion takes place. The acidic, then the eosinophil, the bilobed. Eosinophils are the bilobed and acidic in they stains by the acidic stains. Red colored, destroyed. They destroy the antigen antibody complex and for the detoxifications. So the white blood cells, there are the two types of the white blood cells, granulocytes. The 72% of the granulocytes are present and it shows the polymorphonuclear leukocytes. And the agranulocytes, there are the 28% of the agranulocytes are present in the plasma. Agranulocytes means the granules are absent. That's why it is called the agranulocytes. The granulocytes are the polymorphonuclear, that is the different types of the nucleus are present. The 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 granulocytes, here the granulocytes, 72% of the granulocytes are present. Polymorphonuclear nucleocytes, that is the different types of the nucleus are present. That's why it is called the polymorphonuclear nucleocytes. The neutrophils, that's why here they stains by the neutral stains. That's why it is called the neutrophils. Generally, there are the neutrophils are near about 70%. Neutrophils are present in the plasma, and they are 2 to 7 lobed. And the function of that neutrophil is the phagocytosis and the pus cell. Phagocytosis means to engulf the microorganisms. The polymorph, then here the basophils. The basophils, they stains with the help of basic stains, the methylene blue. And near about 0.5 to 1% basophils are present, twisted, and in here the nucleus is the and generally they produced in a and the allergic condition, allergic conditions. Then the, as well as they shows the heparin. Here the heparin and histamine is secreted. Then the third one is the eosinophil. Here the acidic, the granules are present. Eosinophils, they stains with the help of acidic stain, and here the eosin is the acidic stain and it is a red colored. 1 to 3% of the eosinophils are present in the plasma. The nucleus is bilobed and antigen, as especially the function of the eosinogen and antigen antibody complex is get destroyed. That is toxifications. So during the antigen antibody complex, substances are produced, and so such toxic substances they get destroyed, and that's why it is called as the detoxifications. Here the general 28% of the agranulocytes are present. There are the two types of the agranulocytes. the lymphocytes and lymphocytes and the monocytes. The lymphocytes are the smallest, 25 to 30% of that lymphocytes are present in the plasma. The lymphocytes, there are the two types of the lymphocytes, B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes is the lymphocytes which migrate towards the or which mature in a bone marrow. They are called the B lymphocytes, and the lymphocytes which migrate toward the thymine is called the T lymphocytes. The T lymphocytes produces the T helper cell, T killer cells, as well as the suppressor cells, memory cells, and that is important in the immunity. So they in the immune system, here the B lymphocytes, it plays important role. Then the monocytes is the largest white blood cells, and here the kidney shaped nucleus is present. 3 to 5% of the monocytes are present in the plasma. Then the phagocytotic in a nature, that is that they engulf, especially they destroy the bacteria, the microorganism as like a bacteria. So these are the different WBCs. WBCs, white blood. So the granulocytes and the agranulocytes, these are the two types. Granulocytes means the agranulocytes means the granules are absent. There are granulocytes, there are the three types: the neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils. Neutrophils means the neutral stain is they stains by the neutral stains. Basophil means they stains by the basic stain, means they stains by the acidic stains. And the function of this neutrophil is the phagocytosis. They are in basophil, they are in a allergic condition. Eosinophil, here they destroy the antigen antibody complex, that is for it. And in a agranulocytes, there are the two types: sites and the monocytes. The monocyte is the just WBC, bean shaped nucleus, and phagocyte nature, especially bacteria. They engulf the bacteria. Different WBCs. Then the thrombocytes, or it is called the platelets. In the thrombocytes, here the megakaryocytes, it is also called the megakaryocytes. It is produced in the bone marrow. Thrombocytes, they are produced in the bone marrow. So look at these here. These are the platelets or the thrombocytes without nucleus, 2.5 to 4.5 lakh per mm³ of the blood. So and the thrombocytopenia. Okay. So it seals the ruptured by the formation of platelet plug, and they secrete the serotonin and local vasoconstriction. So decreases than a normal. The clotting of blood, coagulation, or it is called the coagulation. When the blood is converted into solid form, then it is called the coagulation of blood. Generally, blood is in a liquid condition, but here it converts into a solid form, then it is called the clotting of blood. So the initiation process starts. There are the two types of the initiation: intrinsic initiation and the extrinsic initiation. Intrinsic initiations due to the foreign surface, that is when the bacteria or the microorganism attack on your blood or attack on your body, then here the infection, here there is a clotting of blood, it is called the intrinsic. And the when extrinsic, that is due to the damage of that tissue, that is due in an accidental condition, here the due to the damage of that tissue, extrinsic blood clotting starts. The blood clotting, there are the clotting factors. The 12 clotting factors are present, that is from 1st to 13. But we are mentioning here 12 clotting factor because the 6th blood clotting or the 6th clotting factor is not active. That's why here there are the 12 clotting factors. In that extrinsic process, due to the damage of tissue, here the outside of that blood vessels. Due to that damage of that tissue, the tissue thromboplastin, it gets secreted. Factor 8, inactive factor 10 is a present. In the intrinsic pathway also, there is a damage in the blood vessels and cascade of the clotting factors. And due to that damage of that tissue, or due to the bacterial infection, or the microorgan, due to the infection of that microorganism, here the inactive factor, it converted to a activated factor, converted into a activated. That's why here the prothrombin is, it get activated to convert into the thrombin, and the thrombin, it stimulates that fibrinogen, and the fibrinogen is converted into a fibrin, and the here the blood clot is produced. As like this, here the blood clotting is. So as this slide, we have completed the WBCs as well as the